Welcome to this next episode of On and Off the Track. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Colton.
And we're here to recap the Australian Grand Prix.
Yes, we are.
So, the 2026 Formula One season opened in Melbourne last week at Albert Park. The race marked the beginning of a new regulation era with new power units, increased electrical deployment, and updated aerodynamics. Because of a regulation reset, the competitive order was largely unknown heading into the weekend. But by Sunday, it became clear that Mercedes may have started a new era with the strongest overall package, securing a dominant 1-2 finish.
So the free practice number 1 results. All right.
So we have Charles Leclerc and the Ferrari in P1 for free practice 1 with a 1:22.6. And we have Lewis Hamilton and the Ferrari with a 1:20.73. Sorry.
We have Max Verstappen and Red Bull running a 1:20.78.
And then we have Isaac Hadjar of a Red Bull, giving us a 1:21.08.
So Red Bull and Ferrari took the 1-2 for Ferrari and 3-4 for the free practice.
Yeah. So this kind of showed us that maybe it would be Ferrari and Red Bull's turn, as Mercedes was kind of down to the order a little bit.
They were 7-8.
Because we had Lindbald in 5th, Piastri in 6th, Russell in 7th, Antonelli in 8th, Bortoleto in 9th, and Nico Hülkenberg rounded off the top 10, and Nico Hülkenberg had a 1:21.969.
Audi did pretty good in the practicing for being a brand new Formula
They did
1
even
team.
better of a race.
So they had 9-10, and yeah.
So let's just go through some kind of shocks here.
I'm surprised.
We don't have time to go through all of them.
I'm surprised though in the top 10 that there was that Racing Bulls only had one driver way up in the order and then one driver way down.
And also Lindbald being a rookie, that's also
that's good for Racing Bulls.
That's great for Lindbald. Kind of a shocker. We saw Lando Norris down in 19th for free practice 1.
Yep.
So don't know what went on there. And then Fernando Alonso did not set a time. I've been hearing stuff about there could be major issues with the Aston Martin. I saw a video. I don't remember who made it. But they were saying that the Aston Martin was actually vibrating the driver's hands so much that the drivers could lose control of their hands mid-drive. So they did limited running, and that was shown by Lance Stroll, and they are also not good this season. But Lance Stroll...
30-minute difference.
30-second difference. Seconds.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, those are seconds.
Yeah. I looked at it.
Yeah. It was 25 seconds off Sergio Perez of a Cadillac.
And that's insane comparing that all of the other times are within 4 seconds apart.
Yeah. All right, so, yeah, Ferrari showing some strong early pace.
So now we move on to the free practice 2 results. We have Oscar Piastri and McLaren running a 1:19.72. So McLaren showed a little bit of strength here.
And then we have a 2-3 for Mercedes, Antonelli Russell with a 1:19.9 for Antonelli and a 1:20 for Russell. And then we have a Ferrari 4-5 with 1:20.0 for Lewis and 1:20.291 for Charles.
And Lando for McLaren, he was down in 7th, away from Oscar. He ran a 1:20.97 or 7.9. Sorry, that's my bad.
And then we have Lindbald dropping a bit to 8th.
Yeah.
Hadjar, I think he came up a tad to 9th, right? Or no, he dropped to 9th.
He dropped to 9th, yeah. What was he in, 8th?
think
I'm sorry.
He was in fourth.
I'm
I think.
sorry.
I haven't memorized the times.
Yes, me neither.
And then we saw a Haas 10-11.
Yep.
Hulkenberg got 12. Liam Lawson 13. And then Sergio Perez did not set a
No
time.
time for Cadillac, which that's not good for a brand new team.
And then Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll weren't that far off the pace, couple seconds.
Audi definitely dropped. Audi was 12 and 14th this run.
Yeah.
But still, for a rookie team, never ever experiencing really a real race.
They did kind of take over Sauber, so they did have some starting ground.
know. Like, I know this is still practice round and stuff, but, I mean, it's still for a team, they kind of took over another team.
Yeah.
But they have an advantage over Cadillac from Cadillac being completely new. Isn't it the first American team?
Haas.
Has it? Oh.
It's the first All-American team.
All-American, yeah. But Audi's still showing a little bit.
Yeah. So some of the key takeaways for that was that McLaren and Mercedes both looked very competitive.
Yes. So the free practice 3 results had George Russell's in the Mercedes at 119, 102, sorry, for Mercedes at first.
Ferrari took a 2-3 with Charles Leclerc, and the Ferrari with a 119.2, and then Lewis Hamilton with a 119.3.
I thought Lewis Hamilton was on Mercedes.
He used to be. He switched last year.
That's why I didn't know.
Yeah. And then we got Antonelli down in 4th with a 119.4. And all of these times, first through what? 8th? First through 9th are all within a second of each other.
No, first through.
Well, no. First got a 119.1. 10th got a 120.2.
That's true.
So they were all really close.
Yeah. Within a 1.5 second, all the way down to 13th.
Yeah, and then we saw the 2 Aston Martins in last again with
2 Cadillacs riding right ahead of them.
Yep, Valtteri, Sergio, Lance, Fernando was that bottom 4.
Yeah.
Alpine didn't do so hot. Same with Audi. They were 14th, 15th. Alpine was 16th, 18th. So not so hot there.
A key takeaway from this qualifying practice, right? Or practice, not qualifying, I'm sorry, was that Mercedes and Ferrari, they had heavily matched. They were evenly matched into qualifying.
Yeah, so let's head to qualifying. So we got George Russell of a Mercedes on pole, then Kimi, Isaac, Charles, Oscar, Lando, Lewis, Liam, Arvid, and Gabriel.
Top 10.
Top 10.
Audi showed some good qualifying strength, taking 10 11.
Yeah.
Mercedes obviously going 1-2, and McLaren going 5-6.
Yep, and then we have 11th, Nico, and then Oliver, Esteban, Pierre, Alexander, Franco, Fernando, Sergio, Valtteri. Sergio did not set a time. Sergio set a time. I don't think Valtteri set a time.
Max is in 20th.
Yeah, Max actually crashed out. Go watch out.
Well,
Go watch my short. I made a short. It'll probably be linked in the description of Max crashing.
I mean, if you're an F1 fan, you know about it already.
Yeah. And then Carlos and Lance Stroll both got screwed over by the red flag Verstappen caused not setting a time.
Yeah. And Verstappen experienced over 53 Gs, which should kill you at like 20 easily.
But he walked away from it. He's fine. He raced the other day.
Yeah.
And I think he got 6.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll talk about it later. And Lance was actually allowed to race despite not setting a competitive time. He should have been disqualified.
Yeah.
From the race, but he was not.
Yeah. And some key takeaways was Mercedes shocked the padlock with a front row lockout.
Yeah. And we have the race results down to 10 for the points. So we got George Russell taking the first win of the 2026 season. Then we've got Kimi Antonelli in second, a 1-2 for Mercedes. And then we've got a 3-4 for Ferrari, Charles, and Lewis. And then Lando Norris fifth. Yes, Max Verstappen sixth,
Yep.
which is 14 places, which is insane.
That's why he's one of the best drivers in the world.
And then Behrman getting Haas some good points.
Yep.
And then Lindbald getting Racing Bulls some points. Gabriel Bortoleto scoring Audi their first ever Formula One points in ninth. And Pierre Gasly giving Alpine 1 point.
Alpine is my favorite team. No comment.
Everybody rage bait Colton with how bad Alpine is.
I don't care. Alpine's such a good car maker. I don't even care.
The DNFs from that race, we saw 5. We got Oscar DNFing, Fernando DNFing, Isaac Hadjar DNFing, and Hulkenberg and Bottas DNFing.
I have a question. So, I don't know too much about F1, Charlie.
You've learned a lot, but
yeah, I have learned a lot. But what is the virtual pace car or the
safety car?
Yeah.
So basically, they need to slow down.
Is it just restrict their speed?
Yeah, basically. But it doesn't like actually do anything if a car is electronically.
'Cause that's not in NASCAR.
Okay. The drivers are just expected to let off the pedal a bit,
and it's penalty if they don't.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 seconds, and then if you still don't, you get black flagged.
Yeah.
So some race timeline with the key moments. Of a formation lap, we saw some carnage. Piastri crashed before the race start, eliminating the hometown favorite because he's from Melbourne. Before the lights even go out.
People were probably sad.
Yeah. Apparently what happened is he got like a 100 kilowatt surge of energy through his car and just spun out.
Oh. Into what?
The wall.
Oh. Well, because is that a road course or?
Yes, it's a street circuit. Yeah.
That's why. Because in NASCAR, that's really not a thing, even though it is. But it's way
NASCAR
wider.
you could also repair the damage.
Well, yeah.
Formula One, you really can't.
Unless it's like just a front wing, you can take off the front wing and put a new front wing on, stuff like that.
So then lap 1, Leclerc got a fantastic launch and jumps Russell to take the lead. And on lap 2 through 5, Russell stayed close behind Leclerc and began to apply pressure for the DRS zones.
Lap 6, Russell briefly retakes the lead before Leclerc fights back. Lap 9, Hamilton joins the lead fight briefly, creating a 3-car battle. And
lap 12, Hadjar stopped on track, and the virtual safety car was deployed. So Mercedes immediately pitted both Russell and Antonelli. They double stacked. It went really well. I think Antonelli only got screwed over by like 1.5 seconds, which the gain that they got out of a virtual safety car dissipated that. But Ferrari stayed out, which screwed them over.
Yeah.
Lap 18 through 22 was for Ferrari pit stops. They pit but loses track position to both Mercedes drivers, putting them in 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
Verstappen climbs into the points after starting near the back of the grid on lap 30.
Yep. On lap 35 through 45, Antonelli condensates P2 while managing tire wear in his debut race.
Yep. And at lap 50, we had Russell extending the gap and controlling the race pace.
And lap 58, Russell crosses the line to win the season opener.
Yeah. So let's kind of break down how each constructor did. So Mercedes had the best overall race pace with excellent energy deployment efficiency and a perfect strategy during the virtual safety car.
Ferrari had a strong 1-lap pace. They have competitive race speed, and their strategic decision during the VSC cost them a chance at victory.
Yeah, and McLaren was strong in practice. Norris delivered solid points, but Piastri crash prevented a full evaluation of their race pace because they only got one car.
Yeah. Red Bull had competitive but slightly behind Mercedes and Ferrari, and Verstappen recovery drive masked a difficult qualifying session.
Yeah, and what happened during that quali was his rear axle locked up when he tried to brake. So that when he tried to turn, just spun his car out of the barriers.
I like when there's like those weird crashes like that. I do like look them up because I want to be a mechanic because I try to like find out things, solve problems.
Yeah. Audi had a solid debut weekend and the points finish showed encouraging reliability and pace.
Sorry, voice crack. We'll recap for them. Behrman scoring points showed strong midfield competitiveness.
Yep. Williams, Albon reached Q3 but struggled to convert qualifying race pace into race points.
Alpine had midfield pace but inconsistent race performance.
Yeah, they did get that 1 point though.
Yay.
And Cadillac's first race weekend showed reliability challenges and lack of pace, but that was just due to them being their first race. They're the All-American team because their engine is also manufactured there. Haas is based in America, but uses a Ferrari engine.
Yeah. Aston Martin had a difficult weekend with minimal track running and no race impact.
Yeah. Fernando's DNF was because he couldn't drive the car. He retired in the pit lane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He just pulled into the pit box and retired.
Because
he was just done.
Just how bad the steering wheel was?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh.
So some strategy analysis. So the tire strategy was that most teams attempted a one-stop race using a medium and then to the hard.
Wasn't this race pretty short?
58 laps, yeah. It's on the longer side, but not too long.
Because, like, I see Formula 1 laps, like, I mean, I know their tracks are bigger and it's not just, like, straight line racing like NASCAR's.
Yeah, and it's not like NASCAR 500 laps around an oval.
Well, if it says Daytona 500, it means 500 miles, not laps.
Oh.
Each lap at Daytona is, I think, 1.6 miles. If you're watching this, you're a NASCAR fan, please correct me. But they run at a constant average of like 175 miles an hour.
Yeah. With Formula 1, your average speed is around 100 miles per hour because you've got those slow corners that take up a lot of your speed.
But
it's more, I would say that it's more fun to watch because you've got more chances for like crashes and.
I actually disagree. I'm a NASCAR fan. Okay, we won't get into that right now. You can come watch my channel. You can see me argue about NASCAR.
Yeah. So the timing of a virtual safety car dramatically altered the strategy calculations because it reduced the pit lane time loss by nearly 50%.
Yeah, Mercedes plays it smart here because I just know from experience from watching racing during like
safety cars, virtual safety cars. It's best to pit both of your drivers.
In NASCAR, it's yellow flag or stuff. There isn't really a safety car. During yellow flag, literally almost 75% of the field goes into pit.
Yeah.
It's like, but it just saves you so much time because you're going at a constant speed of like 80, 90 miles an hour instead of 170.
So that benefit for Mercedes was the reduced pit stop time, the maintained track position over Ferrari, and allowed both drivers to control the race from the front.
Ferrari had a strong one-lap pace. They had a competitive race speed, and wait, did we already do that? Are we here? Constructor performance breakdown?
No, we already did that.
Advanced strategy analysis?
We're on the next page. Ferrari.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
That's one edit.
Yeah.
One.
Well, two.
Yeah.
The intro.
Yeah. That won't take any time. So the Ferrari strategy gamble?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Ferrari strategy gamble, that they had at this race. Ferrari chose to stay out during the virtual safety car, hoping for a later safety car or stronger tire offset. However, the race stayed green for the rest of the time, and Mercedes regained track position when Ferrari pitted, and Ferrari lost the strategic advantage. It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah, but they didn't give a reward this time.
I mean, 1, 2, or 3, 4.
It's not
terrible, but you don't. That's a mistake that will cost.
Yeah. So some good team radio moments. Russell, after taking the lead during the strategy cycle, he said, "Great call, guys. The car feels amazing." And Antonelli, after securing P2 late of a race, he said, "I can't believe this. First race."
Leclerc reacting to the strategy outcome, and he said, "We lost time somewhere. What happened to the pit window?" And Verstappen, during his recovery drive, "Keep giving me targets. We can still score good points."
Yeah. I love that. I love his mindset.
Yeah.
At least during this race. He doesn't always have a great state of mind.
Nobody ever does.
Yeah. Think back to, it was Brazil, I think, 2020 or 2021, where Gasly hit him and he crashed out.
I have a moment in my head of NASCAR I'm not going to share.
Okay. Some championship standings after round 1. So, the top 10 in the Drivers' Championship, we have George Russell, Antonelli, Leclerc, Hamilton, Norris, Verstappen.
I really didn't honestly realize how big of a point bump it is from first to second.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. And then in 7th, Ollie Behrman, then Lindbald, Bortoleto, Gasly. That's just the race result order because it's the first race.
Yeah. And then the Constructors' Championship positions now. Mercedes in first with 43 points. Ferrari in second with 27. McLaren in third with 10 points. Red Bull at fourth with 8. Haas, in fifth with 6. Racing Bulls in sixth with 4 points. Audi in 7th with 2 points, and 8th is Alpine with 1 point.
And then 9th, 10th, and 11th is those remaining teams. Cadillac, Aston Martin, and Williams are all down 9th, 10th, 11th. And that's all we have for today. That's our recap of the Australian Grand Prix.
If you want to go check out my channel, it's called All Things Motor. We do some NASCAR, 21 questions, talk with Charlie. Pretty good channel. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you next time on and off the track.
See ya!
Bye.